I am Iris, and this house believes that fear is not a flaw. We will give you some reasons why this statement is true. First, having fear can help us because if we have fear because we saw some scary video and you felt so scared, but if you watch the same or similar video again or one more time, we will feel comfortable because we know what is going to happen. For example, I played a scary video game with my friends and I felt so scared and I felt the fear. But when I played the same video game with my younger brother, I wasn't scared because I know what's going to happen. Another example is when you felt fear and worried about you might got 0% in your test, you might work hard on it, take better notes, and study more or hard and longer. And that can make you get more higher scores. Also, I was going to academy and I once forgot my books and my bag. So next time I make sure I pack my bag with everything that I needed. I was going to get my water bottle and I slipped and fell. So next time I saw the floor to see and check if there is any water left. Second, fear is just a natural emotion that you feel every single day. You might think that the war might happen. You might think your mom will die tomorrow. You might think you might get kidnapped or attacked by 1,000 aliens. You might think the earth might explode. But I also have these crazy and unbelievable thoughts. Everybody does. It's just natural. I was worried about today I will get kidnapped. But they are just thoughts. And because of fear, I can get more calmness. I can be more careful, and I can try my best, and I can be more focused and think more about what I can do. Because of fear, you can survive, and I think not even fear is just okay. I am thankful to fear. I went to a pizza store one day and I ordered a juice and a pizza, but the person who take the order did not hear me, so I couldn't eat anything. So next time, I make sure to speak more louder so that I can eat food. These are my two reasons why I think fear is helpful and thankful. Thank you for listening.
Today, we firmly believe that fear is something we should strive to overcome. In this speech, I'll explain why fear is a thing to overcome. Following my speech, our Deputy Leader of Opposition, Aurora Oh, will present further arguments and refute the opposition's claims. Lastly, Mary Lee will strengthen our case with additional perspectives and rebuttals. Fear is a feeling of being frightened or scared. We feel fear when we are in a haunted house or in a big contest. When we feel it, our hands shake and we sweat. This is something we must fix. We might not make any friends. This will lead to discomfort now and also in the future. Additionally, it can also make our lives harder. We will not feel happiness and only be soaked in fear. When I'm afraid, I do nothing. No happiness and no joy. This is not good, both for our lives and our health. While it is natural, do we need to keep fear? Not everything that is natural is always positive. We believe we should overcome fear. First, we will not try something new. We will not have courage to try something new. We will only live the same thing every time. Do you want a repetitive life? I think your answer is no. To live a happy and joyful life, we should try something new. I try new things a lot. I experience this what would be when we do not try new things, and it would be a terrible life. Second, it makes us weaker. We might not have any friends. Anxiety makes it harder to function. As humans evolve, they need to move fear as a normal response. When we cry a lot, friends will make fun of us. They will laugh at us saying, "You are a baby. You cry so much." We will not like it. Lastly, it will pass to other generations. Do you want other generations to have the same life every day? No. But if you do not overcome fear, they will get it. Though this can get to other generations. I will absolutely not like my sons and daughters will have the same generations that is fear. In conclusion, we will not try something new, and this will make us weaker, and it will pass to other generations. Fear should be something that should be fixed. This can lead to discomfort and other bad things. Thank you.
First of all, fear is a natural feeling that is inside our heart. And when we have fears, the fears help us grow. To be specific, fear is a feeling that we are caring about something. So when I was at school, I felt really nervous by thinking, what if I don't have any friends? Or what if I have a bad scores? And that fears helped me grow by studying more and make sure we're being kind. Also we have fear, then we can always learn from fear. So what I mean is that if we were having a hard time having a fear and made a mistake on something, it is fine because we can always try again and we can learn from making mistakes too. Another reason why fear is not a flaw is that I have always been learning from fear, and the fear help us have friends. Friends help us by having courage and be kind to each others. And when we have fear, we always have friends next to us, and friends and ourselves will be more closer. For example, if you are scared and have a fear about the sport, then always the friends can help us and let us learn something new. Second of all, fear can be a fun thing. To be specific, some fear includes horror movies, and some people like horror movies by being thrilled, and someone can feel different. And being different, being different isn't a bad thing. Um, so like way from someone
You know
by
why?
yes.
Why would fear be fun?
That was so like some if like there's a horror movie, and when someone sees it, everyone feels different, but like somebody can feel the horror movie is being drilled by like there's a sudden movement and something like that, and like a jump scares or like that, so someone can be thrilled and be happy, and for somebody is the way they can feel the way that they're being shown. Also, if somebody doesn't like it, it doesn't mean it is bad thing. We we need to respect how other people feels about fears. Also, if somebody does also also if we watch a horror movie, first time when I watch a horror movie, I felt really, really scared and I had a sweat
But then when I watched more longer, then I felt brave and then I learned that I haven't these feelings in my heart. And learning new feeling is a good thing. Also, I feel fear, then also when I feel fear, then I try to think about when I felt happiness, that I couldn't think about it back in life. So fear helps us think back to our happy memories that we couldn't think about it and back memories. Therefore, fear is not a flaw. Fear can learn new things. Thank you for listening.
This is the second speaker of our Aurora of our team. Today, we proudly support the emotion that fear is something we should survive to overcome. In this speech, I'll refute the arguments made by the opposition team, which believe that fear is something we shouldn't survive to overcome. Also, in this speech, I'll give extra reasons and details for our motion. First, your team said that fear is normal response to danger, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't strengthen ourselves to keep calm or be brave. But we disagree with this idea. Yes, fear is normal response to danger, but we should overcome it. We can't live our life with fear. We should always stay in a box, and we can't try new things. For example, if we feared about the elevator, our life won't be easy because we shouldn't ride the elevator every single day. We should overcome it to have easy days in our life and normal life. Second, you've said that we're having traumas for something and it will never be gone. But if we have traumas every day, we would always not be able to make friends and become comfortable in social life. For example, if we have a trauma about death, we won't be able to make friends and also we will stay by ourselves for every days and months, which will make our life harder and lonely. Third, your team mentioned that fear comes from our brain, which is natural. That's true, but we won't live with that for our whole life. We can change our brains so we can make a better life. We can try new activities to overcome them. For example, we can have a comfortable life if we make ourselves comfortable, which means that we should fix ourselves to have a better life. Always having an uncomfortable life won't be enjoyable. One example is that if we enjoy our life. Lastly, I will add one more reason to our speech. I want to explain that we should overcome fear to make our better life, which means that we won't have a fun and enjoyable life. That we have a better life if we overcome it. If we don't have a life, it will be hard and not enjoyable. One example is if we enjoy our life and say it okay every day, our life will be always happy and really okay, which means we are having perfect life for us. But if we always keep fear and stay in one box, our life will always be miserable and unhappy. Do you want this? Do you want your life to be miserable or do you want your life to be always be easy and comfortable? I think every one of you think that having a happier life is much better. As a result, I would like to say that our life will be happy and will be easy if we overcome fear. We think we should overcome fear. Thank you.
Hello, I am Ryan and I'm here to talk about why fear is not a flaw and if it's okay to have fear. First of all, fear happens every day in our daily lives. For example, you can get fear in nightmares, but that makes us care about things like losing our pencil cases, and not bringing homework especially. But for another example, my fear is being left alone. Second of all, fear goes away in only a few days. For a little example, if you are getting fear because you are going to die, you can eat healthy every day, and you can survive. You'll survive for a while, and you won't have any regrets. Every fear you feel is something you should overcome. Thank you.
I thank the speaker for that fine speech, calling upon opposition whip or third opposition.
Good morning. I'm Mary Lee, the third speaker of the team. Up till this point, we have demonstrated that fear is something we should strive to achieve, and despite our opponent's viewpoint, it is clear ours stands out stronger. Before I begin, let me summarize what our team has already proven. Our leader of opposition, Aurora Oh, further proved why opposition's arguments are incorrect. She explained that our fear can discomfort other generations too. Here are some of our real-life examples. First, if someone is afraid of elevator, they will go down the stairs, right? Then they will never experience the growth of technology. He or she would just go down the stairs every time. It is similar to what you're saying, that you can have fear as a normal response. Further example can be being afraid of height. If we're afraid of height, we can't go to famous tall towers and view beautiful backgrounds of nature and city. That's one reason why fear should be gone. Second, as humans evolve, we should be able to move past the fear as normal response. For example, monkey has tails, right? Why don't we have them? Because we don't need them. Then, why do we have fear? Fear should move past like why we don't have Fear should move past like why we don't have tails. Another example can be fur. Why don't we have fur, but other animals do? This is because we don't need them. As I said, fear would move past as we don't have fur and tail. Third, they will have no courage if they have fear. If you have fear, what do? You cry, right? This will lead to no friends. This also will lead to boredom, sadness, and angriness. Do you want this life? No, definitely not. With all this excellent example proving the disadvantage of fear, this house strongly believes that fear should be gone and we should overcome fear. Thank
Good afternoon,
you.
everyone. Today, our team proudly supported the idea that fear is something we should overcome. Throughout this debate, we have proven three major points. First, we can't try new things. Second, it will make us weaker. Third, the opposition argued that fear can help us rather than giving negative effects. While we understand this concern, our side has shown that it has a lot of negative effects. One of the effects of fear, which is handshaking, can make more mistakes. We can drop more things. Our first speaker explained that fear makes us weaker. We will cry a lot with things that are not important. Our second speaker explained that we will have trauma of little things. Think that you have a trauma from electric devices. How much would it discomfort your life? You can call up friends or enjoy fun entertainment. Wouldn't it be uncomfortable? Many people will say yes. The opposition mainly argued that fear is a feeling that we care about things and we can learn from it. However, our side demonstrated that fear should be fixed and it will give more mistakes instead of helping us fix the problem. but causing more problems. Therefore, fear is something we must get fixed, and it is a discomfort in our lives, making our lives harder. At the end of the day, you must ask yourself this question: should we have fear for helping us? Our team clearly shown that this is not the case. For these reasons, our team has won the debate that fear should not be overcome. Thank you.
We believe that fear is not a flaw. These are some examples. Fear can help us. Fear is just natural. Fear can help us have friends. Fear is thrilling. And the opposition might think that we must fix fear. But I disagree because fear can happen all the time. Also, opposition and said fear can stop us from making friends. But this is not true because everybody has fear. If your friend can make fun of you because your friend has fear too. If that friend makes fun of you, you don't have to say something bad. These are some reasons why we think fear is not a flaw. Thank you.